Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Debbie and this is my crafty den. Hi everyone, I hope everyone is having a really wonderful holiday. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and you have some amazing New Year plans. Don't know what we're doing for New Year's yet, but it might just be a quiet night at home. So I am going to start setting up my bullet journal for 2024. Yeah, so this is the bullet journal that I got for this year. It has these really pretty, almost like a teal green and a silver gray ribbon for markers. It's this really pretty, almost a dusty blue color, but a rich dusty blue color. It's just an undated A5 notebook. It has a little place here for you to put your personal information, but it is numbered pages, which I absolutely love about this. And it also has a contents page in here, and it has three contents pages. Now there's 320 pages in here, I believe. Let me check, see how many pages. I've already done a pen test at the end. 314 numbered pages. This is a blank page. But to do this, I actually put the page numbers in and my topics in, but I don't mark my daily pages, my weeklies, or anything like that in here, because I only put in things here that I know I'm going to be looking for when I go back to look. So I'm going to start my setup right here. I'm going to start with my future planner. I've already got my index. I'm going to start with my future planner here. And I think I'm going to do 2 months to a page. I'm going to grab my ruler out and I am going to I'm going to do my boxes this way on my future planner, because on my future planner, I make a list on the left-hand side of the page of birthdays and anniversaries that are in my family. Then I have a space on the right-hand side of the page where I can put down important dates. I don't have to have every single day listed. So I got my crusty old ruler here, and I'm not going to do these in the Crayola Super Tips. I'm just going to use my Sharpie pen, and I'm going to draw my lines like this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw 12 boxes in here, 2 to each page. I'm going to go above my page number when I draw this bottom line. And then I'm going to count these lines and divide in half. So this is about the halfway mark right there. There. I have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So I have my full year in here for my future log. And I'm just going to do January. I'm just going to write them in my own handwriting in here. There, so I've done that. Now I'm going to decorate them just a tiny bit. I have some winter florals washi tape that I want to use. This washi tape is from the washi tape shop. This is it right here, and it's these navy blue florals, but they're so pretty. Just so pretty. And this actually is washi tape. So if I want to use these, I have to cut these out. I'm going to cut myself a nice bit out like this. Let's go around this wispy bit here. And to decorate the front part of this planner, I'm just going to cut a nice big long strip. This is about 20 inches long. And I'm just going to use the florals that I want from off of here. So I'm going to grab myself this. It is just a little blade that I got off of Temu. It's in this little pen. So far, it's been staying sharp enough for me to use. But it cuts through this fine washi really nicely. So I have this little bit out, and I'm going to put this up the side. And look at how that creamy background on this washi just disappears when you use it in the bullet journal. Washi tape shop is so perfect for bullet journals. So January is still in that holiday season. So here's a teeny tiny little bit of holly, blue holly. Yeah, blue holly. It's shaped like holly, but I'm just going to put a sprig beside January. And I'm going to look for another bit of holly. Oh, look at that nice big bit right here. This is really pretty. Let's lift this up and take it off of there. And I know I don't have a bunch of birthdays in January. So there, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to take this wreath. And because you can write on this really easily, this washi is easy to write on. I'm going to cut this wreath out. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to put 20, 24 on that. So I need some small bits to go on February. And I'm just going to carry on through and put some of this throughout the future planner part of this bullet journal. So you always have to have a future planner in your bullet journal because you have to have a place to write down those things that are coming up. And if you don't have it in here, you could put them down somewhere and then lose them. And if it's an important date, that wouldn't be very good. I just wanted a little piece to put at the bottom here. So it just looks like these bits just pop off the page because that background paper just disappears and it's so easy to write on. So I've got January and February. March, April, May, and I think I'm going to stick with the blue flowers for everywhere in here. I have this nice bit right here. It's easier to just do that when you've got a larger piece like this. So I'm going to put some of this down here. April. I think I only have 2 birthdays in April. So I'm pretty good there. This one is already flat along the bottom and has been cut off a bit. So why not take advantage of that and just go with it. So I'll use this piece for down in here. So that's page 2. I'm not going to put it on my page number, page 3. I was so excited about getting a journal that had the page numbers down here because I didn't have to write them in. I was just so excited about that. Isn't that a foolish little thing to be excited about? But I was. Let's just pop this up here. And then these little florals. Oh, that one's almost all cut out already. There. So I don't want to overdo it, of course. So here's a nice little grouping. I like that bit. I'm going to take this little bit right here. It's so easy to cut these apart and just use them. And the fussy cutting, I mean, they don't have to be fussy cut because, like I said, the extra bits of washi paper just disappear. So I'm going to put a little bit there and there. Then I'm going to find some for the outside corners at the top. I have this bit that's kind of a wreath, but if I cut it like this, then I can put it like this down the outsides at the top. And just, I'm going to take that little wee bit off because it doesn't look like it belongs there. Then I can put this maybe like that. And I can put this piece. I'm going to take a little bit off of here because I think that's too much. So let me see. I'm going to cut right around that. Like that. Then I can put this like that. So I'm kind of just putting a little bit of that blue color on each page. Now, November and December, we're back into the Christmas season. So let's look and see if I've got any more holly on here that can be used. There's another little sprig. Here's a nice big sprig here. Let me see. There's a lot of holly in that bunch right there. That's really pretty, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is cut this. And I'm going to put this all the way down because I know what I'm putting on this page right here. So I'm going to put this here. Then I'm going to push it right into here. And I usually just score that with my fingernail so that it won't buckle and crack anyway. It's already split, but you can hardly tell. It's just easy to put it down like that. And then I have this bit with the berries and the holly. I'm going to put it up in that top corner there. I love how easy it is to use this washi tape. It's just so perfect. So I'm gonna let it fall down from the top like this. And I'll just trim that teeny tiny bit off. Better get it from the right side. And then I can take this teeny tiny little holly bit and put it right here. And that's how easy it is. I have my future log now done in here. So then this page here, I want this to be a weight loss tracker for me for the year. And I plan on doing it really, really simple. I do a wellness page each month in my monthly setup, but I want some place where I can keep track for the year. So last year, I did a page and I started my weight at the first of the year. And I just had a place for the month. I should do this first. I just had a place for the month, and then I did, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 5 lines. I had a place, enough room to write down the month and my weight at the beginning and the end of each month. So it's going to be a very easy grid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that'll do 10 months. And a line down the middle right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll do my 2 last months down here. And that'll work. Yes, I have. So this is just my weight tracker. There. So I'm going to weigh myself at the beginning of every month and at the end of every month. So this will go over here and then my weight going down. So I'll know whether I'm going up or down, whether things are working for me. I can see before things get out of hand if I need to change things up. So that is my weight tracker. I have a little bit to put down there. I have this a little bit. I just have these little wispy bits that are very delicate and I think will look pretty if I use them around that page. Then I can put this up the side of the page. Here, like this. Just like that. Run it up, and I have the other half that I cut off of this. So I just cut this strip in half so that I could run it up the page like this. Just like that. It doesn't take much room to write down a few numbers. So this can be a pretty page to look at. I love these blues. They're so, so pretty. Just so pretty. So I have another tracker right there. So this is important. So these things here are going to go down in my contents page or my I'm just going to call it my contents page because that's what it says here. So pages 1 to 6 are my future log. Page 7 will be my weight tracker. Just like that. So just things like this are going to go down in my contents page. Things that I'm going to be able to look at the front and know exactly where they are. So there aren't very many things that I want to put in the yearly setup. I need about a half a page each month for my budget. So that means another 6 pages. But my pages are going to be divided up just like my future log. So I'm just going to write that grid out and do it again. So this is my budget. So I'm going to do January budget, February budget. So I'm going to do my income and bills due over here. So I'll date my bills due, and I'm going to do the same thing on each month. And I'm going to continue that until the end of the year. So I have my budget, and I've done 12 boxes, one for each month. Now in each box, I put January budget, February budget, etc. So I've left a space for income, and I typically have income coming in. But I did something different for December. I added another little box in here because I'm going to make these a little bit smaller. But I'm going to decide at the end of the year, according to what I've managed to save throughout the year, and I'll decide what my Christmas budget is. I'll take what I have and I'll divide it to gifts, food, and extras for the Christmas season so that I can plan ahead for Christmas. Because on each one of these bills due, at the bottom, I am going to put in saved. So at the end of each month, what I have left over from my budget will be what I've saved. And then with that amount, I'll decide how much of that I want to put into this Christmas budget, because Christmas is pretty important to me. So I do that. So now this is what I've got done so far. The only thing that I'm going to put in here to decorate is I'm going to take very small bits in here. Just maybe a single flower. So I'm going to grab these and see how far I can go. So just between where it says at the end of the word budget, I'm going to see what I can put down here. So I need to take this little bit right here off, because that's kind of looking awkward. So a little bit of something, something right there. And a flower here. Maybe a flower over here. So all I'm doing is putting something visual in the middle to divide this side from this side without actually drawing a line. There, a little something, something there. So that's not coming off because I got it stuck down. And something there. It's pretty. There. Here, because I like that, I have December and Christmas budget there, so I can put that down the middle, and a little bit of a leaf that looks pretty for right there. It's gonna go there just because I like it. It's really delicate there. So that is my budget planner for the whole year. I don't need much. I know what my income is. I know what my bills are. After I'm done my gas and groceries and things like that, everything else at the end of the month is a saving. So I may just write that in here. So saved. My handwriting starts to get messy when my hand starts to get sore. So I have the first couple of important sections done in here. It's so nice having a contents page in here. This would be an index if you were just doing it by yourself. I'm just going to go with what they had. That's fine. So my future log is 1 to 6. My weight tracker's on page 7. My budget is on page 8 to 13. So 8 to 13 is my budget. Very easy. So I just do it like that. I like that the lines are nice and big in the front of this book. And I love that this is a dot grid journal. And yet they gave me some nice lines to do my content or my index with. I just love that about this planner. So if you're looking for a planner for something like this or a bullet journal for something like this and you're looking for something reasonably priced, I got this off of Amazon, and you can find that on my Amazon storefront, and I'll have that linked in the description box. So yeah, and they had these in different colors as well. What did I do with that? I'm mad now at myself. I'm mad at myself, Leo. How the hell did I lose that? I'm not going to put very much on this front page. I am just going to put 2024 because this is my 2024 planner. So I'm going to just grab a pencil and a ruler. Maybe I'll use this one. I'm going to use this one because it's nice and wide. And I think I'm going to go about here. I'm going to draw a line, and a line, just so that I can sketch this out. Because I'm going to do it in pencil first. $20. And because this needs to be bigger because the top one is. And then I just want these two twos to kind of be the same. And it's hard when you're freehanding them. 20, 24. 20, 20, 4. And then I'm going to just put like that. So I'm going to try to draw this out in pen, and hopefully it's okay. So the hubby's watching the hockey game. So if you can hear a little bit of the TV, that's all it is. And of course, the commercials are way louder than the game. There. I love this color of blue. I've just got my year. I've got my index pages. Oh, I did this off camera. I went and added just some of the washi tape down the sides of the index pages because I have my page number here and what's on it here, but I hardly ever write all the way over to the edge. So any place that there's room for a little more something decorative, that suits me just fine. So I have a little 2024 there at the beginning of my future log. I have my 12 months in here for my future log, and then I have my weight tracker. I have my 12 months for my, that's my budget pages, and then this is going to be my new month and my currently page. So I'm actually going to leave this because I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking of doing a monthly page, something like the divider pages that are in a regular planner when it's set up. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to move on to my month at a glance. So I'm going to move on to my month at a glance. So I am going to go to, I like these ones, and I'm going to start by lining up way down here and way in here. All I do is make sure that these lines here that my pen is going to go into are on the dot lines so that I've got it straight up and down and straight across. I'm going to grab my Sharpie pen. This has got that really good fine tip that fits in these thin lines. So if you're wondering where I got these stencils, I now have an Amazon storefront, and I will link that in the description box. And you can go to the Amazon storefront and go under planning supplies, and you'll be able to find all the things that I use for planning. And this stencil set should be in there. So we had that that storm that went all the way up the East Coast and all through with all the rain and the snow in Quebec. And it knocked so many customers out of power here in New Brunswick. And my son lives in the area that was the hardest hit. And it is now Thursday evening, and he hasn't had power since Monday morning. So they've been living off of a generator and getting by the best they can in a house with 4 small little boys. The schools are open, though still. Tomorrow's the last day of school before the Christmas holidays, and then the winter break. And I mean, at least while they're at school, they get hot lunches. They're on the hot lunch program. So at least while they're at school, they're getting hot lunches and they're warm through the day. So there is my grid. I am going to just put just the initials for the days of the week. And I am going to grab a January sticker. This one's from Green Darner Designs, but I have here, maybe I'll put this here like that. Let's see how straight I can get this. There. So January. And then January the 1st is actually on a Monday. I'm going to date my calendar. There. So I have my January at a glance. Calendar done. Yeah, these stencils are in my Amazon storefront. And I have just started it. So I'm trying to get the things that I love using in that storefront so that you guys can find things when I use them, because people are always asking me where I got stuff. And I do a lot of my shopping on Amazon because I don't have a lot of things close by. So I'm just going to fill in my little boxes at the side here. Now, I'll probably put some decor down here. I might not use these boxes. I'm not sure. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. And I'm going to leave this as a grid. And then I'm going to turn to the next page. And the next page is going to be my wellness pages for January. So this is a really, really simple layout. January has 5 Mondays this month, I think. 5 Mondays. And I usually weigh myself on Monday. So, yeah. So I put my weight tracker in here. I have a weight tracker in the front where I can keep track of my monthly weight, but I'm going to do my weekly weight tracker in this. I'm just looking in here, wondering if I want to use one of these. I think I do. Some of these little boxes here. So there's 1 and 2 weeks. I'm going to move it down just a line. And then I'm going to put in week 3, week 4, and one more because there's 5 weeks. There, I've got 5 weeks there. So I'm just going to put in the dates. So the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th. And this is just going to be my weight tracker. And then over here, I just do wellness. So over here on this page, I'm just going to put 1. And then leave 2 lines. Maybe I'll do 3 lines. No, 2 lines is lots. And then I'm going to do another box, 2, and then another box, just like that. I'm just using those little dots to make some little boxes. So these are going to be my top 3 goals. So wellness goals. And then down here, my weekly thoughts. So just basically an absolute, like 2 lines maybe of how I think I did that week. So I've got 5 weeks this month, so I'm going to put 5 boxes in here, and then I'm going to put my month end thoughts. Just there, like that. So that'll be how I think the month went for me. And this is how I'm just keeping track of my wellness. So I don't have to do a lot on these 2 pages. I really do just put my 3 goals, the things that I want to try to achieve or things I want to try to stay on track for. Then each week, just a tiny little thought of the week. And then my month-end thoughts can be a little bit more in-depth here, but still not overly, just a bit on that. Do I want to put a few stickers down in here? Of course I do. I'm going to grab these are so cute. I think this is called Crawley Chronicles. And I will link this down below because I'll link the other one, the other washi that I used at the first 2. These are from the washi tape shop. But yeah, the Crawley Chronicles. This one right here, like, isn't she cute? And she could be a really good January one for me. I just really like her. I think she's as sweet as can be. And she's got these blue tones still. So let's grab my scissors and cut her out of here. My kitty came in with me. Now she wants back out. I'm going to trim this down a little bit like this. So I'm going to trim it that little bit off too, so that I can put her over here more. And she's not so far onto the page. Maybe I'll put her down here like this. Then I can put a little bit of the bits that I cut off. Now I think I'm going to put her in here. So I think I'm just going to put her in this top box like this, so that I can still have the bottom box going there. And I have these little bits here that are quite cute. I'm going to stick them in here. Lucy, what do you want? Hey, you want to go out? I'm right here. She's such a silly girl. She came in here to be with me, and I guess she decided I was just too boring. There. So there's a little bit more of a burst out the top there. And if I decide, I can add a little bit of this, because this blue goes really well with her anyway. Just a little bit down there. There. There's a little bit of that over there. I'm going to put this coming down from up there. I'm loving the blues as winter colors. I'm just finding them really nice to look at. There, a little bit of that down there. And I still have these if I decide that I want some more. So I'm just going to hold on to them. And I'll put this away because I don't think I'll use any more. I really like her. I think she's sweet. I love that she has the blue dress and then she's got all these blue and yellow flowers with these couple pops of red. I think it's perfect for this page. So there's my January month at a glance, my weight tracker. I think I want these over here, just this soft gray and this feather. I think that's going to go up there. And I just really like this feather, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to put the feather just over here, just beside Weekly Thoughts. And I'm going to put this one up here in this corner. It just fits there nicely and fills in that little gap. So I can add more to this later if I feel like I need to. But right now, keeping it simple for me is doing the job. And yeah, so I don't have anything to go on the next one here because this is all I'm putting from now on in the front of my... I'm going to put my bill payments every week. I'm going to move them from my budget planner. So all the things that I have down here can be moved forward each week as I do my weekly spreads. I have my month at a glance here. I'll have to get my little book out that tells me when my family birthdays are. See if I've got anything like that, or maybe an anniversary to put down here. I'm not sure. If I have anything kind of extra, I can put it down here. So right now I'm going to move all the way back to the front of my index. I'm going to go to page 14, and I'm going to put January starts. There, so I have January starts on page 14. So this will be kind of like my, I wrote down currently page because I didn't know what else to call it. I haven't figured that out yet. You'll definitely know what I put in there when I figure it out. So if you like this little setup, please give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you're watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. I will see everyone in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.